I brought that one. And apple cider. I made the brownies, so I'll try those. So what do you guys think so far? I made a lot of shows. They're going to do it on next fall. We'll have a sign up. Yeah. I know. Isn't it funny how different personalities but we have our Bible study on Amherst, and I know Amherst is not. But then your wife was telling me today that you guys, the kids can ride their bikes over there now, so that's fun. Kids. Yeah. Well, and then they have a whole friend. And then there's Frank. Poor little Frank.
conference rooms for the mantle. Mr. Laurie and Joe had me them all up. Finally, juiced them out of my kitchen.
I wish I felt ambitious enough to help you. Since I've been sick, you've had a double burden.
You're helping just by watching. Now tell me, do the drums play right?
It's just perfect.
Now don't you worry about my working too hard. It's not your fault that you caught scarlet fever from the Hummel baby. You were too young to take down all your mother's work before.
The baby died in my arms, but that was nearly a year ago, and I still haven't had strength back.
Spring is just around the corner, and you'll see roses in your cheeks again.
Those icicles outside don't look much like spring. But here's Laurie and John. They'll bring something warm and happy into the house.
Hello, little sister. Feeling better today?
Of course I do. It's Christmas.
Close your eyes. We have something special for grandfather that'll make you feel even better.
What is it? Hurry up, Laurie. You know Mr. Lawrence's surprises are always exciting.
It's something he's been planning for weeks. There, you can take a look.
Oh, it's beautiful. And it smells so woodsy. I've missed being outdoors.
Joe and I cut it down yesterday, and grandfather's sitting in Germany for the audience. See, here's an angel for the top.
And popcorn and cranberry strings. You and Joe didn't eat all the popcorn after all.
Oh, they did all right. We made more this morning.
How can I ever thank him?
By coming over and visiting him once more, even if he is a crotchety old bear.
He's never crossed me with me.
That's because you're taking the place of the little granddaughter that he lost.
Your sister?
Yes, she was so much like my father. Now grandfather's lost them both.
You're late! You actually melted if the sun gets any higher.
And who was it who made us late for the play last night?
Oh, it was all Angel. She kept arguing that she should go even after Mommy said she couldn't. I've never seen her so angry.
Truce, Joe.
Room looks so Christmassy. Aren't you glad that the old Puritan days are over?
What do you mean?
I was doing research for my Christmas story with the spread eagle and learned that Cromwell's austerity carried across the sea. Here. Listen to this. In 1659, the following laws were passed in Massachusetts. Whosoever shall be found observing any such day as Christmas or the like, either by forbearing of labor, feasting, or in any other such way, shall be fined 5 shillings.
How grand.
I'm sure they would not have appreciated a Hannah's cookie jar filled with stars and animals and trees from the Bethlehem stable.
Lead us to it.
We're going to see, remember? You want to go too, John?
Thank you, no. I just wanted to see Beth's face when we brought in the tree. I really should get back to my bookkeeping, if you'll excuse me.
Bye, John. I went to White City too. There, Laurie?
Well,
What's that in the back of the fireplace? It looks like it can't be. But it is. There's still a bit that's not burned. I can still read the title. The Pirate and the Persian Princess, my January story for the Spread Eagle.
Oh no, Joe. Not the story you read to me yesterday afternoon. It was the best yet.
It was in the attic, where I thought I left it. I was going to look for it after skating. Too late. You threw my story in the fire? Yes, I did it, and I'm glad. I told you I'd make you pay for leaving me home last night. You knew that I wanted to see that play more than anything in the world. You wicked, wicked girl! I'll never forgive you as long as I live. Never, never, never!
Be careful, Joe. Amy's not a rag doll. She's your little sister. I'll help you remember the story word for word.
come on, Joe. I'll race you to the river. Maybe that will cheer you up.
I'm coming too. You promised not to go next time, Joe. You're hateful coming up canceled any promises. Now and forever. Oh, this is going to be another rotten Christmas. Thanks to you, Amy. Scrooge.
You shouldn't say that. You did a very dreadful thing, and that's Joe's best story yet. And she's worked so hard on it up there in the little I'm kind of it. Don't say anything until Joe is good natured again. You've had your squabbles and you've always made up.
She's always happy when she's with Lori. You suppose she'll forget about it on the errands?
I'm sure that she will.
Then I'm going to tell her. Where are you going, dear? I'm going on an expedition. She means expedition for me.
You seem quite cool this afternoon, darling. Are you feeling better? Would you like to help me with the mending? I'd like to, Marty, but I really am too tired. Well, here. We'll sit.
May will soon be home from her house party at Annie Moffat's, and she can help me with the mending. Will she tell us all about it?
into another world.
And did you like that other world?
Oh, yes. We shopped, rode in the carriage, called another very fashionable families, went to the theater and the opera, and had 2 parties.
2 parties. How'd the old tartlet just look beside their nose?
Not very good, I'm afraid, but old Mr. Lawrence sent a box of flowers, and I wore them to hide the shabbiness of my dress. The other girls' dresses were light and filmy.
I'm sure that you look lovely, dear.
Oh, I did the second night. One of the girls loaned me blue silk of the train, but, oh, Marley,
Yes, dear?
I'm not so sure that I do like that other world.
What's wrong? What happened?
Well, when my flowers came, I overheard Mrs. Moffat saying that you, Marty, were playing your cards right to get me married off to a wealthy man. They thought that the flowers were for Laurie. I told them he was near Joe's age and mine, but it didn't make any difference.
Perhaps it was a wiser thing to allow you to go among people of whom I knew so little. They must have very worldly ideas about young people.
Don't be sorry. I'll forget the bad, remember? Only the fun part. I'll even forget that I let them frizzle my hair, that I drank champagne, flirted with the boys, and was altogether abominable. It was nice to be praised and admired, and I can't help saying that I liked it.
Mrs. Moffat is partially right. I am ambitious for my girls, but only for your happiness. The happiness of marrying the man you love regardless of wealth.
Poor girls don't stand any chance, Annie says, unless we put ourselves forward. Well, the old maids.
Don't be troubled, Meg. Leave these things to time. Remember. What in the world?
She fell in the river and Lori pulled her out.
It's all my fault, Marmee. It's all my fault. I knew that she was following us. And Laurie warned me that the ice was thin in the middle of the river.
Hannah!
You got her side around the bend, so I took a shortcut where I were just headed. I heard her cry and turned around just in time to watch her fall through the ice.
It's not fall through.
I ran to her and lay flat, holding her hand, until Joe brought a fence rail and we pulled her out.
Hannah, come quickly!
It was cold. What's going on? What happened?
Hannah, go light the fire in my room and get her out of these wet clothes. Hannah, she'll be fine, but she needs to get out of these clothes as quickly as possible. Thank you, children. You can run along home now.
I hope she's okay.
Joe, did you do this?
What have I done now?
Did you forge the note that Lori brought me from the secret mailbox in the hedge?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm so humiliated. Before I left for my house party, Lori said that John Brooke had enclosed a note. It was a love letter. I wrote to him that I was too young to do anything about it, and he must speak to Father. And now he writes he never sent any note. He said that he would be by today and that we would discuss it. Oh, I can't face him. I'd like to run away and hide.
I didn't do it. I didn't know anything about it. Teddy?
I apologize, Meg, Mrs. March. I was only trying to help the romance along.
It is never wise to interfere in the personal relations of other people, Laurie.
The child seems fine, and her views on saying it bad, and insists on coming down as soon as she gets up some dry clothes. It's time for tea, and let's tell on the fire. Would you like it in here or in the dining room?
It would be good to sit down after all of the excitement. Let's have it in the dining room.
Oh, it's Aunt March. I'll let her in. Good afternoon, Josephine. I brought some house foot jelly for Beth. Will you have a chair, Aunt March? There's nothing more nourishing than house foot jelly. I want you to eat yes indeed, Aunt March. Now, it's because of my work that I have to come over to get your parents' permission for a little excursion to Europe. Europe? Your Aunt Carol plans to tour the continent innocently, and you will take care of it. I do have my responsibilities here in Concord, and I decided to pay the expense for Amy to accompany her. How wonderful! Oh, I thought it was rather good of me. I planned first to send you, Josephine, but you like to be independent and despise things. You say that you hate French, and they will be spending several weeks in France. It's more logical for Amy to go. She has an interest in Europe and can protect her. I have an interest in Europe, a great interest. I want to see where the writers live, who wrote so many of our masterpieces. I said that I hate the French language, but not the people. Well, what do you say, Amy? You please.
Oh, yes, Aunt March. I never dreamed that I'd see Greatheart firsthand. The real thing. Rembrandt, Titian, and Boccaccio.
You mean Botticelli's Angels. Are you going to let her go, Mother? It's a magnificent offer. Yes, certainly, if Father agrees.
He'll agree.
I'm so happy for you, baby.
Beth, you would really benefit by the sunshine of the Riviera, but you are not strong enough to travel.
Oh, that is all right. Amy will share all of her adventures with us. You will ride often, won't you? Of course I will. And I'll send Scarce to the
Now, Josephine, a writer does not have to practice his craft anywhere. All a writer needs is a pencil, paper, and imagination. I have plenty of that. Precisely, and so I told the editor of the Striped Eagle. Your little stories have so much merit, and that he should pay you for them. He was forced to agree with me, and wrote out a check for the last 2 seasons. I'm an author, a real author, a paid writer, a professional. What a glorious Christmas this is after all. And it's all thanks to you, Aunt March. To Miss Josephine March, $25. Why, it's a fortune, an utter fortune. Look, Teddy, Josephine March, $25.
Joe, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, Laurie. Here's on the table.
Miss March, may I escort you to the tea table? Wait, don't go. Did I startle you, Margaret?
Where did you come from? I didn't even know that you were here.
I just arrived. Meg,
Oh, no, please don't. I'd rather not.
I only want to know if you care for me a little bit, Meg. I love you so much.
That's not what you said in your letter.
Only because it was something best said in person.
Oh, you think me a silly vain creature who made up a love letter? Simply to test you.
I think nothing of the sort. Here, does this look like a man who is in love?
Why, that's my handkerchief. The monogrammed one that Mother gave me on my 16th birthday.
It's the one you dropped the first time you spoke to me.
How silly I looked, dressed up as a stepmother.
I've treasured that bit of linen because it belonged to you, Meg. Tell me that there's some hope. Tell me if you could learn to love me.
Oh, give me some time to think about it.
Margaret, we are waiting.
Oh no, here comes Aunt March.
I don't think I can handle her right now. I'll wait for you outside.
Mr. Lawrence tried to detain me, but I insisted upon coming to see why you are being so rude. As to keep everyone waiting. Was that the former tutor next door?
Why, yes, Aunt March, who was just here.
There's mischief going on, and I insist upon knowing what it is. Well, you don't mean to marry him, do you? If you do, not one penny of my money ever goes to you.
I shall marry whom I please, Aunt March. And you can leave your money to anyone you like.
Is that the way you take advice? You ought to marry well and help your family.
Father and Mother don't think so.
Your parents have no worldly wisdom than a couple of babies.
I'm glad of it.
This nobody hasn't any profession, has he?
Not yet, but he's studying bookkeeping and will soon have a fine job.
So, you intend to marry a man without money, position, or business, when you might be more comfortable all your days by doing that.
I couldn't do better if I waited half my life. I'm proud to think that he loves me, even though I'm so poor and young and silly.
He does know that you have rich relatives. That is the secret of his liking
Aunt March, how dare you say such a thing? John wouldn't marry for money any more than I would. I'm not afraid of being poor because John loves me and I love him.
Then I watched my time on holy fast. Just do not expect anything from me when you are married.
Meg, dearest, thank you for defending me, and thank Aunt March for proving that you do care for me at least a little bit.
More than a little bit. I didn't realize just how much until she said such nasty things about you.
John Brooke is acting dreadfully, and I suspect mistletoe has nothing to do with it.
We're going to be married. Come and congratulate us, Sister Joe.
If I must, I must.
So he's pulled it off, Joe.
He certainly did. And now we're going to hear nothing but of rights and rings and writing papers. Not one penny. Not even a wedding present. Well, perhaps a calendar too. Or the linen shelf. The Christmas spirit has touched her at last. What do you wager? That by wedding time she'll mellow so much that she'll stock the whole linen shelf?
You know her better than I do. You'd win the wager.
Oh, Meg. Father and I have often discussed this possibility.
But don't you think the children are young for the responsibilities of marriage?
We're willing to wait, Mommy.
Yes, and I'm saving my money, so I'll have a house to take her to.
Here in Concord, I hope.
I never take her away from this wonderful family.
What a lovely Christmas present.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have a Christmas present for Mrs. March, too. The Reverend March was granted a furlough and will be home on the evening train.
Oh, this will be the best Christmas in the world. With something special happening to each one of us. I'm feeling better. Amy's going to Europe.
I'm arrived as an author.
John loves me. And I'll have a husband again. Set another place at the table, Hannah. My little women are growing up. We're adding a young man to the family. And tonight, our family circle will be complete. Yay!
Wow.